Wait a minute, what am I doing? Two men and a what? Two friends from film school, one who graduated, one who did, and they decided to make a podcast. Okay, this has never been done before, right? Okay. This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.
It's so big. I was trying to get Cameron to play. He's like, it's on my list. I'm like, buddy, my mom texted me independently to ask if I'd heard about this game. And she doesn't play games. Like, I don't know how she heard about it. But she's like, did you hear about this French game? Claire Obscure? Have you played it yet, Matthew? Like, it's not culturally big.
So it's what Celeste was a couple years ago.
Yeah. I don't know anyone who's played it. I think I'm the only person in, like, my immediate group who's usually playing, like, new games as they come out. But now I texted you about this, but, like, the biggest review I can give it is out 30 minutes in. And some personal things. But, like, 30 minutes in, I was, like, a bit misty-eyed. I shed a single tear last night. I was like, huh? What is this? Feelings? No, it got me, dude. It got me. It's one of those games. It's when I know a game's good is when I go to bed that night. I'm thinking about like something that happened because I'm always like, thinking about the game. But like I was sitting there like, damn. It's like a good movie where you're like, damn. It's good. It's really good.
I wish I was a video game guy. I really do. It's just, I don't hate them.
You could turn it on story.
They've never been my thing.
And then you just turn on auto QTE. Mm-hmm. You just tank every hit. If you can't dodge it, you'll be fine. It's in story mode. It's a lot of cutscenes. You'll love it. It's a JRPG. You love anime. Well, it's a FRPG, but it's a JRPG is the genre. So,
how many hours am I going to have to time suck into this thing? Because that's the biggest hurdle for me with video games is the time suck into most of them.
But I don't know. Let me check. It says it takes about 28 hours.
Okay.
If you're a gamer that strives to see all aspects of the game, you are likely to spend around 66 hours. So it's probably gonna take me like 45.
Okay, not bad.
But it is fun because obviously I'm playing the English version. And not a single person, even remotely French sounding. No one's even trying for a French accent. Like, there's a lot of Irish accents.
In this French game?
Yeah.
Are the characters French?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because they're from their city's called Luminaire, and they say French words. French exists.
Is it like how Chinese exists in Firefly?
No, this is like, it might be, it's kind of like post-apocalyptic, so I'm like, did they just forget about France? Because, like, there's a guy, this character comes up, he's like, bonjour, mon ami, and you're like, so it's French. Like, French language definitely exists. I think it's like, if it's not they just changed the name of what France was in universe. There's an Eiffel Tower. You see an Eiffel Tower,
Ooh.
Which implies that it is France.
Sure.
But they never call it French. They never call themselves French. There's a character named like Francois. It's France, but not.
Okay.
It's like how Game of Thrones, according to the author, takes place on Earth, but not our Earth.
Okay. So I didn't know that. That's okay.
It's nonsense.
Sure. Sure.
So, like, his name's French. In French. France must exist. Or maybe they're like, we want it to be kind of like fantasy-like, so we're going to call it something else. Should we change anything else? No.
What if they do the George R.R. Martin route where it's France, but not our France?
Welcome to the Two Men in a Movie podcast, where each week one man shows another man a movie he can't believe he hasn't seen. As always, I'm your newly... what's the word for making something French?
Francophile?
Host. Monsieur Linchek. Matthew? They changed which order words are in. So my first names come second. That's how it works in France. My source is I played a French character once at a medieval fair.
Sure.
Me.
Yeah.
You see my French accent.
Yeah,
Terrible decision. Joined as always by my strictly Anglophobic. Which also mean French. My strictly Anglophile friend, co-husband, co-host, Harrison Poole. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. I'm happy to be here. How are you?
Good. I'm a bit out of it because yesterday I was really busy at work and I drank like 7 cups of coffee and it taxed my body.
Dude, I'm fine now, but I was in a crazy depression spiral this weekend, like not leaving the couch for like all day.
Did you try not being that?
I tried.
Did you think about did you like think, hey, I'm depressed and I shouldn't be because I have depression, and then not be depressed?
Yes.
It didn't work.
No.
You should go to more therapy.
Okay.
You see the Sydney Sweetie stuff?
It's
The new stuff?
Some
The interview?
the art speaks for itself.
No, that's not the line. The line where it's like, hey, so a lot of people, let's say you're in an interview, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, Harrison, your latest underwear ad seemed pretty white nationalistic.
Sure.
What do you got to say for that?
I am not a white nationalist.
Okay, so you're telling me you wouldn't say, when I have something to say, people will know?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
That was her response, was when I have something to say, people will know. And then just cuts the interview, like, staring at her like, This is probably the best screenshot from the interview.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that face.
That interviewer is trying so hard to like not freak out.
Yeah, because it's like, what a crazy thing to say. Hey, people are accusing you of white nationalism. You want to say anything about that? When I have something to say, people will know.
Sure. How about my B wasn't the intention, it was a pun.
That sounds like you're about to write Mein Kampf. Yeah. When you're like, when I have something to say, people know. It sounds like you're about to like do an act of terrorism.
Yeah. Instead of like, we thought it was a funny joke, it did not come across funny.
Yeah,
Mobby,
it's like PR 101 is you're like, hey, our bad.
Yeah.
Didn't come out good. You know, American Eagle, famously controversial. Sure. So, you know, it just didn't work out. And she's like, when I have something to say, you will know. like she's about to do 9/11 too. Insidious. See, you know what I realized today?
Insidious.
Insidious. I was thinking about it today because I'm so glad that I'm always right.
Okay.
And I'm never wrong.
Sure.
But you never hear women talk about her. Like when something happens, sure. But General Sydney Sweetie convos, all men.
Everything I know and have seen of Sydney Sweetie has been against my will. Like, I do not go out of my way. I don't care enough about her to seek these things.
It just pops up in my feeds, and I'm like,
it's
always something bad.
I'm in different feeds, but when it does pop up, yes, it is.
There's never good Sydney Sweetie news. I'm just saying, when they said, hey, she made a white supremacist ad, I was not surprised.
See, I got what people saw out of it. My initial reaction genuinely was, that's a stupid joke. And I took it as the joke didn't land. And then the more she talks about it, the more I'm like, I want to believe that it's just a joke that didn't land, but the more you talk about it, the more you're digging your heels in, the worse it sounds. This could have been nothing. You
just had a chance at an interview that's been widely seen everywhere.
Sure.
Memes everywhere. I've seen a lot of speech check failed memes, where you could have said, yeah, my bad. I'm not a white... All you have to say... It's how you can always tell when people are white supremacists or Nazis or fascists. Because literally all you have to say is, I'm not a fascist /Nazi /racist /whatever. And they never do. They always say something else. You'd be like, hey, are you a Nazi? And they'd be like, my political beliefs don't fall into such easily defined categories. And you're like,
so yes.
So yeah.
Even if no.
And when you say,
even if no, you are scared to lose them as your fans.
Yeah, and when you say white supremacists and you go, when I have something to say, people will know. So yeah.
All you had to say was, the joke didn't land. Are bad.
Yeah.
It was, the joke didn't land, are bad.
You could.
6 words.
You could even just shrug and go, sorry. And I would still be like, okay.
Sure.
You're being an asshole about it, but you understand you fucked up. But
6 words.
But making that face, that was the face she kept when she said the line, where she's like, when I have something to say, people know. It's so, like, sinister. She's like a villain. She's like a villain in a movie. She's not, what is it? She's always,
Sydney Stir.
She always struck me as, like, an opportunist who, like does whatever, really doesn't have any base except getting ahead.
Sure. Sure. I feel like that generally comes with the territory of the field she works in. But yes, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but she doesn't have like any flexibility in that, like a lot of opportunists have. Famous opportunist J.D. Vance, very flexible.
Sure.
Switched entire aisles, but like she's just not. She's not. You could just jump around if you're just trying to get ahead, you know.
Sure.
And she's like, no, I'm gonna dig my heels in. I'm gonna make a threat that like you would find like in a VHS mail to the president in a '90s movie. This is the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, where he's like, "You think I had something to say, Mr. Stark? When I have something to say, the people will know. America like fortune cookie." It's nuts.
The joke didn't land. My bad. 6 words would have solved everything.
It's so... This woman's in like so bad. She's been in front of cameras before. It's her whole job. It might be the worst interview I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna look this up, and I would like to move on to another topic soon. Do you have any like highlights, or I guess lowlights in this case?
That's it, man.
That's the big one.
It's incredible that fucking like I lived for watching Bush say, "Now watch this." Watch this drive.
Yeah.
Amazing interview moment. Amazing. I've seen every other bad interview. Like, I'm like, oh, they're idiots.
Sure.
The only interviews I've seen worse than this are from morons, like drooling troglodyte cavemen, who it's like, oh, you should have your lawyer present. Why don't you have a public spokesperson? You should not be talking. And then it's this camera trained person, this person who lives in the public eye, says that.
It has to be on purpose.
It has to be. Yeah, she's saying she's a white supremacist.
That's
if she's not openly dog whistling for like that part, which I mean at this point is her fan base, I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, that's all I've done this week is play the French game and think about Sydney Sweetie's disastrous interview. That's all I've done. Have a Bobr update.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she came over. She said she'd lift the curse if my grandfather fucks her. She's like, oh, Donnie got to put it in my pussy, and I will no longer curse you. I don't think it's. I immediately start shooting at her, so
okay.
So I don't think that's gonna work out. She's hard to get. I got in a lot of trouble with the apartment complex recently because I was trying to trap her. So I had a bunch of like those box traps, you know, where you catch like raccoons and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was putting egg sandwiches in them because, you know, that's what she wants. The egg sandwich that my grandfather never gave her. And then like next thing I know, the landlord's over here like, hey, you set up like 50 traps with egg sandwiches. We have so many raccoons. There's a guy out there with a pistol just like executing them.
I love first off, I love the update, but I don't think you've ever told the story on pod.
I've had to have told the Bobr story.
You've never told it on the podcast.
I've only mentioned it to guests before we started recording.
Yes.
Okay, listeners, I'm going to tell you some family lore. So when my grandparents first started dating, she came over to his house and he made 2 egg sandwiches. And he's like, here. And she's like, I want an egg sandwich. He's like, okay, I'll eat them both. Which, as everyone knows, is important for a happy marriage. But before he could eat the second one, there's a knock on the door. And he opened it. And it was Bobr. For Polish listeners will know. But she is a small little babushka witch that rides a pierogi through the sky. It's a Slavic folklore. Like Brandon knows about Bobr. He grew up in stories about Bobr. And she went, ooh, Donnie, I will take the egg sandwich. I will take the egg sandwich, Donnie. And he went, oh, fuck you. And she went, I curse you. I curse you. And that's why no one in my family has had a happy relationship.
So she came back and you didn't trap her?
I was so startled. Because all my traps were taken away. I didn't get refunded for them. They didn't give me the traps back. So I'm out like $2,000. And then she's at my door. I went, I started shooting. Started blasting. Forgot she's bulletproof. Doesn't work on her. She's babushka magics. She went, no, bullets no work on me. And she started flying away. I tried to grab the pierogi, but I'm not a great jumper. So just out of reach. My mom used her as an excuse the other day for her relationships. I said, what are you doing? She's like, it's Bobr. I brought this up and let's hang out once. And so everyone's like, you're stupid. And Brandon's like, no, he's right. That's a Polish folklore.
So we want
Donnie, you got to fuck my pussy.
Okay, we're done. That's it. That's the no. We're done.
My babushka pussy.
So I brought the movie this week. As previously mentioned, I've been hella depressed this weekend, and I just wanted something super stupid.
It was when
and super easy to talk
you
about.
told me the name. I looked it up. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
This is the type of movie I genuinely thought I would be bringing more of, because I have a handful of these movies, like these like shitty B movies that weirdly are almost real
I want
movies.
more 70s tits in our podcast.
Okay.
Unblurred. How to get the unblurred? I had blurred tits, folks.
It's
okay. I googled them. I googled them later.
Why?
I don't like being denied an experience.
Okay, so the movie this week is Chopping Mall.
It really is a movie.
And that's the end of that sentence. It really is a movie.
Well, it's a movie that really tells you the importance of doing any trial runs on anything you build, like any amount of, like you build something that you want to sell, a month of Q&A in QC, like this movie could have really been avoided by like a lightning rod.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to stick this really tall antenna up. Should we put a lightning rod up? No.
So stupid. This movie.
Why is it
so
on
stupid.
the roof?
So
Why is it up there?
this movie, it takes place in a shopping mall.
It should just connect through a telephone wire going into it. Why they needed an antenna? What's the antenna for?
These security robots.
It can't be for the robots because it has to go through all the concrete.
They have to watch the mall at night and detain any.
Yeah, it starts with like this little open where we have this catty couple.
Well, it starts with the presentation of them trying to rob the bank in the video. The catty couple, they are the characters in a different movie called Eating Raoul, which I have not seen. It's in the Criterion Collection, but apparently those two actors play those same characters in a different movie.
All right.
Yeah.
He calls one of them ethnic looking.
Yes,
but
he calls the robot ethnic looking.
They're really cool robots. They're really cool looking robots. It really makes the movie. I just have a lot of questions about the design of the robots.
Okay.
Why does it need plastic explosive? It's at one point in the movie, there's the door. It shoots out a putty and then electricity.
Oh, sure.
And then why does my mall security robot need plastic explosive
in case it needs to get it, but
it's not supposed to go in the stores.
But if the intruders are in the stores and they need to get to the
not supposed to go in the stores, explicitly said.
I know. I don't know.
Why does it need a laser to cut debris? Why does it need a laser that can cause a head to explode?
All of these are excellent questions. If the robots are only meant to detain, why do they have
sleeping dart? Sure. Taser? Sure.
Even if the laser is like a taser-esque type thing, like it's not designed.
Yeah, but it's like an industrial mining laser
with an excellent head explosion
and plastic explosive. And my mall security robot, which isn't supposed to enter stores, and it's not meant to be lethal. It's clearly said that these are supposed to be non-lethal robots.
Yes,
and he just says it's for debris. It's not even like someone questions like, oh, so there's a laser for debris. What debris do I need a cutting laser for? In a mall. Can you think of anything?
No.
You might say trash cans in the way. I don't want my trash cans cut in half by an industrial laser. That's costing me money. It also has very long arms. It could simply pick up the debris and move it somewhere else. I spent the entire movie enjoying it, but being like, why does it have a laser? And if it is for cutting debris, why does it have a space blaster mode where it shoots out in bolts? Where it goes, doo, 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 doo. What's that mode for?
To get an incredible head explosion. A really, really great head explosion.
I know they don't address this or the consequences of, because there's very little plot in this movie.
So here's the plot of this movie. These robots are to protect the store at night.
And then the exposed computer with a very tall antenna gets struck by lightning.
Yes. And so they become killer robots. And these teens, people in their early 20s,
Young adults, I think.
because there's a married couple.
Yeah, young.
But like,
I'm gonna say young adults.
but if you're like 22, you're not staying in a mall overnight. Like you're going to a friend's house party. Anyway,
But then the robots couldn't get them there.
exactly. Then there wouldn't be a movie.
So they have a weird party.
We'd only we'd only get the Dick Miller kill.
I mean, you've been to party. We were both young. We've both been to parties where there's 3 beds in a big bedroom, and someone's fucking on each one.
So these kids, these young adults, are staying overnight in this mall so that they can fuck in a warehouse.
The only one that can be underaged, I think, is the Marine girl, because we don't see her tits.
Sure.
So the others have to be like 18.
But
So these legal adults.
so these legal adults are staying
In a furniture
overnight
store.
in a furniture store so that they can all have sex on different beds 20 feet from each other.
Yeah. The dream.
Right.
They dance to some music, drinks. They're under 21 because they had to get the beer. And it seemed like it was like a concern of getting the beer.
But the married couple seems to be 21-ish because it was no
Or maybe
big
he's
deal
just
to
forgetful
him.
because you could buy beer back then at 18.
Anyway, so
And then the robots get them.
and the robots get them.
That's the plot.
And it's the two nerdy semi not underage but young seem to
Well,
be
the guy's
least
definitely
experienced.
nerdy. I think the woman's just plain. She's not a partier.
Sure.
Because she is the first one to make the
Because her dad's
move.
a Marine.
Yeah, and she's the one to make the move.
Yes, sure. It's this young chaste couple are the only two that survive, basically proving the horror rule.
The couple
of you
should
have
have
sex, you
survived.
die. The married couple, yes.
She just had to lay down.
yes.
And she wouldn't have died.
Well, all Susie had to do was follow the plan, is keep going in the air ducts and not get herself killed.
That's somehow less of a... Because literally this robot is shooting its special cutting bolts, like bullets, out in like in a ring at a certain height. They're not going up and down. They're shooting out. Its head's just spinning and they're shooting straight out. You just have to go, like, if a guy was shooting a gun and go, oh, I should get down. And you lay down, and then she wouldn't have died. Also, throwback to the 70s when you could just get a fucking assault rifle in a mall.
Dude. So I saw this movie. I've seen this movie over probably a half dozen times in the last 10 years. This is the type of movie that I thought I would be bringing more of on this show. Like these really weird, dumb B movies. But then for some reason, I tend to bring real movies. But so I've known about this movie for like a decade. I first found it on Amazon Prime. Back when Amazon,
What drew it to you?
the cover, do you know what the poster
Yeah.
is? Okay. It was the cover and the name Shopping Mall, and me being the like 16, 17, a little over a decade.
It's a clever pun.
Yeah.
There's no real chopping.
No, but that's it. It's just a pun.
I would describe most of the violence in this movie as shooting laser guns, which are mining lasers apparently, but they have a gun mode.
This is not the top, but this is one of those where it's like, have you seen Shopping Mall? Like, it's an immediate recommendation
It's
for me all
incredible.
the time.
There's a lot of questions.
But yeah, you remember the era of Amazon Prime when cable still existed, and so streaming had everything?
Yeah.
It was in that area. And Amazon really focused on... Amazon was more focused on the weird indie...
The writing's really good.
Shitty stuff.
I really like the dialogue in this movie. I like how it's written. I like how it's delivered. She's like, I just didn't think that I would spend the night being chased by killer robots. And it's like so genuine.
This movie... Listen... This movie is stupid.
Everyone plays their parts so well, except when they're supposed to look sad because their friend died.
Yes. This movie is well executed. This movie knows what it is.
It's just, they're so good at acting until their friend dies, and then they look mildly disappointed.
Except the boyfriend goes crazy for not for no reason. His girlfriend died.
He's the one.
He acts,
they should all be doing that in a B movie.
But his crazy is so poorly acted at that moment.
That's B movie.
Everyone should be doing that.
Every time someone dies, they're looking on like they just watched someone like stick their hand in their pants and then smell their hand, and they're like, oh.
So these kids, it's not kids. I can't keep calling them kids.
It's a face of someone who's thinking, don't eat that.
These young adults stay overnight in not a convenience store, like a furniture warehouse type place, and they set up the boss's nephew with the girl whose dad's a Marine, and they set them up on a blind date so that they have their one friend to tag along so they won't rat them out.
Yeah.
And they set them up on a blind date so that the three couples
can do a little dancing and then fucking beds 10 feet apart from each other.
It's at least 10 feet.
It's a mall furniture store. There's 3 beds.
One couple is fucking on a couch.
Yeah. So there's like 2 beds.
There's 2 beds.
A couch.
2 couches.
2 couches.
And because they're on a couch watching the movie. They're watching.
Just trying to ignore their friends fucking boning in the background.
So
they have to leave because also, along with a robot, comes impenetrable security doors.
Yeah, they're not even trying to stay overnight. They're just trying to stay later. Also, if all of you just want to sleep with each other 10 feet apart, you can do that at
I'll just buy the doors. Why do I need the doors and the robots? Why do the doors come with the robots?
So
we made it so they can't escape our non-lethal robots.
The first kill is the security guard, right? Or the guy on the...
It kills both scientists.
Yes.
Because they just gonna have these robots sitting in the middle of a room. There's no docking, but I would have built like a docking thing for them.
It kills the first scientist who's looking at the centerfold, and then it kills the second scientist who eats his food.
Yeah, the other one, like, okay, he's reading a book, right? That's something you'd do. But he's like, all right, I've had my donut, I've done my checks, time to stare at my centerfold. Do you mean like a Playboy magazine? No. I only have the centerfold. Why does he just have a centerfold to be like,
and he's not even creepy about it. He's just, he's not like trying to masturbate. No. He's just like looking
My
at
mood's dropped a little bit. Late shift, need a little pick-me-up. Here we go. Yep, all right.
And then they kill the second scientist who eats the leftover donut. Then it's Dick Miller, right? It's the custodian.
Yeah. Because before he gets killed, his friends are like, oh, don't work too hard. And they're walking away. He's killed maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute later. It's a mall. It's an open floor pan. They could turn around and hear him yelling. Did they book it afterwards? No, they're drinking beers. They're moseying their way out.
So he's cleaning up some ice cream or some strawberry ice cream, something that fell and made a mess. He's cleaning it up, and then the robot shoots his little what are they called? What police has them, but they are tasers.
Tasers.
Okay, it shoots like the distance tasers just into the wet mess, and then electrocutes Dick Miller.
And then he screams, so anyone in the mall could hear him scream. And then it's that they say their famous catchphrase, "Thank you and have a nice day."
So it takes place in a shopping mall. I think kind of to make a statement on American consumerism in the way that, like, that's what Dawn of the Dead does.
I think a shopping mall was closing, and they said, "Oh, we can blow stuff up in here. Let's write a movie really quick. We'll shop. We can finally use those robots Joe built."
Maybe. I'm trying to give this movie some credit.
It rocks.
This movie's great.
It rocks.
Shopping mall's awesome.
It's fantastic. It was 100% a weekend right because the mall was closing, and they said, "Oh, we can get that for really cheap and blow things up." Don't ascribe societal meaning to this movie.
But I do think it because this movie came out right after Dawn of the Dead, so I think it's like, or at least
Yeah,
it
and
makes you
Gabby's
want
Playhouse,
to
the movie, came out like the same month Sinners did.
think. Okay, but they're not. They don't have the same like set. Like they're not. The thing is, Shopping Mall, while stupid, is like saying things about technology. The weakness of technology is insecurity, and like is saying things.
It's saying you should put up a lightning rod. That's all this movie says.
Okay.
And guns are good. When someone's shooting duck,
Sure, it's sure. It's also saying the limitation of of machine versus human security. But
look, I love this movie. It's an excuse to watch robots chase teens around.
I think it is that also. I think it can be both.
I don't think it is.
Even if it's not purposefully, it is at bare minimum accidentally saying the limitation of like letting robots take over a human, letting robots take over a human position, because humans make split second decisions that a robot can't. And I'm not saying that I'm not even saying it's purposefully making
this movie was written on a bet.
Yeah, that's
He said, make a horror movie in a mall. Then he said, "You know what? I've always wanted to use some robots." They wrote the story in 24 hours. Well, this is where Fast Times at Ridgemont High was filmed. Same mall.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I just looked at this. I didn't realize this. Kevin Maroney, who plays Allison. I think Alice. Her dad's a Marine.
Yeah.
Her debut feature acting credit is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So
She got to go to the mall twice.
she got to film in that mall twice. She's also like a B movie actress, too. Like a big B movie actress person. Anyway,
it fared poorly with its test audience, and it was theatrically released in Pittsburgh.
did it fare poorly because they pitched it as like a real movie, or did it fare poorly?
I think it's is the title Killbots.
Oh, sure, yes, that's a worse title.
And then they said it did okay in theaters, because once it hit the
Like the VHS home video market.
yeah, it really took off.
As it should. This is a movie made for home video.
Also, it was originally 95 minutes.
No, this movie can barely sustain
The original
75
cut of the
minutes.
film, titled Killbots, ran 95 minutes, but was shortened significantly after test screenings of the film were poorly received.
So this movie is 75 minutes long, and it's still a little too long.
There was 20 extra minutes. What did they cut?
Probably backstory to the Killbots. So anyway, the first kill of the group. Mike is getting cigarettes for his lady friend. I forget her name.
A
Veronica.
real woman.
Veronica.
I get it, man. I fucking felt it when she's like, "I don't smoke Camels."
Did you catch what Mike, when he flashed his badge to the robot, what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Klaatu Verato Nikto from Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go through the kills and this is a dumb movie. Let's just go through the kills.
It tranquilizes him and then cuts his throat open with its blade hands.
And then
Why did they put knives in the hands? Why does it have hands? Not for debris.
See, I think it has hands specifically for the debris.
No, that's what the laser's
But
for.
I don't think it has. I think it's both for debris. I don't know why it has lasers and knife hands.
These hands are super killable for a non-lethal robot.
So there's the two scientists who have very basic but solid kills. Dick Miller is the first really good kill of the movie. Mike is an okay kill. I don't care, or not that I don't care. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It has to happen.
Yeah, it just like tases him, then slits his throat.
But Veronica,
Where's that in the programming? Where's that coming from? I can understand like tase, you know, but then but it's like, oh yeah, make sure it has a protocol to put someone to sleep. No, make sure this non-lethal police robot knows what slitting a throat is.
Veronica's head explodes because she gets hit with the debris laser.
Yeah, which should be able to shoot at head height.
And that's the best death. Veronica, I don't know if her name's actually Veronica, but Veronica has the best death. And then it's Susie who just gets shot in the stomach.
No, she doesn't she burn?
Oh, does she burn? She's the one who burns?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
because
the
it shoots her in the leg and she can't walk.
And then she has the canteen of oil.
And then the robot looks at a canteen of oil and goes into its programming and says, you can shoot this to catch everything on fire. We made sure to put that in.
Lisa's the one who gets shot in the stomach. Because all she needed to do
all
was duck.
she needed to do was duck.
The only way that these robots die is explosion.
I think that would
You gotta
cauterize.
explode
I think it would cauterize. I don't think
It's the lightsaber question. If you got your hand cut off by a lightsaber, does it bleed?
in everything but the first movie, yes, in everything but the first time they made a lightsaber cut something off, because immediately afterwards they go, "Oh wait, that should probably cauterize it, huh?" Yeah, no, in everything except the I don't like your friend either. Like in every other thing in Star Wars, it cauterizes instantly.
Okay.
But no, I just it's one of those things that it happens a lot in movies where it's like that wouldn't kill them, and I think it sticks out because it's the only one that it's like that. Because everyone else is either electrocuted, shot, and then burned, or their head explodes. And the other guy, the main guy, who I'm like that shouldn't have killed him, doesn't die.
Yeah. What's it? Freddy?
Freddy, we'll call him Freddy. Like he seems to be dead, but isn't, because that isn't a killing blow.
Right.
She gets shot in the stomach, a wound people, so maybe she'd die later.
This is a movie that like knows it's stupid. It doesn't, but it's also not. It's competently made. It's made by a director.
It doesn't
like,
want
it's
to.
made
It doesn't.
by a filmmaker.
It just tells you, hey, these robots are going to kill people. We'll explain when it has a laser for cutting debris. We'll explain no further. You don't need any more. Enjoy the movie, you pigs. Just sit down, eat some popcorn, have a good time.
I don't have much. I don't. This chopping mall didn't cure my depression. Wellbutrin,
taking your medication. Actually, taking your medication did.
Wellbutrin and going out into the sunshine helped cure my depression slump. But this movie, and like doing stand up and like doing things I like, but this movie definitely helped. This is if you're in a bad mood, watch this because it's gonna put a smile on your face. But also, if a movie called Chopping Mall doesn't sound like it's your thing,
it has really cool. They credit the guy who made the robots for good reason. The robots are sick as hell for 70s robots, low budget. They're cool as shit.
do you have any final thoughts?
I really thought the couple's mechanical knowledge was going to come in more.
Me too.
They made like a big example that she
Maybe
can
it
fix
does in the 90-minute version.
that she can like she's really good with machines.
Yeah.
And then she does nothing, then she gets shot in the stomach and dies. Also, I really like that when the guy reappears because he thought he was dead, he's just holding a full untouched, like he just grabbed a roll of toilet paper from somewhere and held it to his head. It just, because it's like none of it's unwrapped at all. It's just like a full roll of toilet paper just held to his head. He's like, hey, I'm fine. Which means these robots can't tell if someone's dead.
Or he was knocked out in that moment and just like, I don't know. Yeah. They can't tell like a slow heartbeat versus no heartbeat.
Well, they can't tell people because the mannequins work.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have just laid on the ground and not moved.
So the way you are supposed to stop these robots from detaining you is to flash your worker ID. But that
Doesn't work.
doesn't work.
You could just lay down. I also like how I think when the spiders are crawling on her, are they rotoscoping that? And then when they switch to her getting up, they're obviously fake spiders.
Yes.
Not even painted to look like the same spiders.
Also, the snake was crawling on her, but when they got up, the snake just wasn't
Snake's
there.
gone.
The snake just...
They even like paint a little orange on the spiders to make them look slightly similar. They're just like, they'll just put a black spider on her.
This movie knows how to spend its budget. It knows exactly where the money is supposed to be spent on the kill bots. And
I
on
agree with you, but in this
really good
case,
special
they
effects.
spill orange paint. They could have taken a little bit out. You can't say they didn't have the money for paint. They had so much paint. They could put a little on the spider. Also, damn, she is good at opening paint cans. She's one and done. She goes
Dad's a
boom,
Marine.
boom, boom. It's his favorite snack.
Do you want to do
Also,
so?
why she secretly takes the road flare? Why don't she just tell them, hey guys, why don't we take some road flares too?
See, I don't think it was a secret. I just think it was like, oh, like this too. Like,
Grab the whole box.
Sure.
You're looting the
I
place.
agree with you. But then you have to carry around this big box. And
They
like,
got purses. They're women.
do they have purses on them at that point?
If they don't, they can get a purse at the purse store.
Maybe they don't want...
Anything they need, they can get at the mall where they're at. You can't be like, oh, they don't have something to carry around, and go to the carrying around store. Motherfucker, they go to the sporting goods and they fucking get an assault rifle. It's the 70s. You get whatever you want from any of these stores. You can buy cans of gasoline at the mall.
Do you want to do socials?
Yeah, I can do socials. You can find me. I might be going to a mall in the future. I'll post a picture of it. Midwest_magician. You can. Well, why do I always do my socials first? You can do you can go to our
You're a
YouTube
narcissist.
because I'm a nice. It's all about me. I'll post the boob cuts up on the YouTube. So you can find those at you can find some swell 70s tits up at 2 Men in a Movie Podcast at youtube.com. You can find our Instagram.
2 Men in a Movie Podcast at youtube.com.
Is that what I said?
Yes.
It's been a day. I'm fucking zonked, dude. That coffee ruined me. I should not have drinking that much coffee. It didn't make me feel good.
Are you going to post an explicit picture for the thumbnail for the Instagram?
I'm gonna post the blurred one.
Oh, you're posting them. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you not post one of the robots?
I'll put one of the robots in and he'll be saying, Yowza!
Anyway, where can you find that?
You can find that at 2 Men Movie Podcast on Instagram. We'll see how I'm feeling if I edit in a little robot saying Yowza. Have a little fun with it.
Store in the description.
Stores, yeah. Marvin the Movie Walrus, our famous mascot. Get him on a shirt. Get him on a mug.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Lemonade at harrisonpool.com. That's HARRISONPOOLEDOTCOM. Or you can find me on Letterboxd at HDPOOLE124. Thank you so much to Tristan Hostetter for our theme music. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week for whatever Matthew chooses, because I think that is going to come out Thanksgiving week.
We could do Running Man.
Okay, cool. Tune in next week for Running Man.
We're gonna go see it. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna bring another classic B movie.
Okay, never mind.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No, never mind. Tune in next week for Running Man.
We're gonna get a horror movie that really makes Harrison scared.
So long and good night.
Hugs and kisses.
This is Matthew and Harrison's 2 Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.